Hello and welcome, I'm Asuma Katauka and you are watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories. Beijing is set to host SCO Summit military parade this week. World leaders including Russia and India are scheduled to attend the high-stakes meet where influence and alliances will be showcased. Kremlin confirms a high-level meeting has been scheduled with Iran on the sidelines of the SCO Summit. Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to meet Iranian President Pezeshkian to discuss the situation surrounding Tehran's nuclear program. US President Donald Trump has vowed to take his legal battle over tariffs to the Supreme Court after an appeals court ruled that most of the duties he imposed on imports were illegal. President Trump has slammed the decision as incorrect on his Truth Social platform, declaring that the United States of America will win in the end. President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz have vowed to step up pressure on Russia, warning of new sanctions if President Vladimir Putin fails to meet Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky for talks, and have announced additional air defense support for Ukraine after a Russian strike on Kyiv killed 25 people yesterday. The White House has said that President Donald Trump is still pushing for a Putin-Zelensky peace summit, despite French President Emmanuel Macron warning that Trump risks being played by the Russian leader. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller has dismissed Macron's comments as absurd, insisting Trump is working steadfastly. Guinea's military junta has suspended political parties and barred local media from giving them a voice ahead of September 21st constitutional referendum, which is officially meant to pave the way for a civilian rule, despite earlier promises that junta leader General Mamadi Doumbouya will be ineligible. Officials and supporters are now urging him to run. 3 people were killed and 5 injured after protests set fire to a regional parliament building in Makassar in Indonesia, marking the first major test for President Prabowo Subianto's government. The unrest sparked by lawmakers' pay and the death of motorbike driver hit by a police vehicle has spread from Jakarta to now across the country. The United Nations Security Council have begun talks on a draft resolution to expand the international force in Haiti as armed gangs tighten control over Port-au-Prince, displacing 1.3 million people and driving famine-level hunger. The US and Panama are pushing to remodel the operation based on voluntary contributions.